everybody, welcome back. I just want to go over the calendars that I created for 2022. So really we got three variants here. We got exotics, we have man and machine, and we have backcountry. Now, since COVID and we just had our first child, so this past year we haven't really had an opportunity to do a whole lot of traveling. So these are mostly pictures from the past couple of years from my photography. I used 6 different cameras to create all these over the years, but I've never used them in calendars, and I don't think I've ever had them published anywhere either, so these are all pretty much new. So our first selection is exotics. It's got a cool little starling on there. So I don't remember where it's from, but that's pretty neat. So for January, we have a rosette spoonbill. February, we have a Victoria crown pigeon. All these pictures are on the Z7 II. March is a white-throated bee eater. He's pretty cool. He's only like, this big, his body. April, we have an African penguin getting a little lunch. May, we have a two-toed sloth. And at the bottom, if you didn't notice, I put the scientific name or the Latin name. June, Venezuelan tupali. I don't really understand how to pronounce that, but I probably murdered the hell out of that name. Stellar sea eagle. This is the sea eagle that escaped from the Pittsburgh aviary a few weeks ago, but it was recaptured and fine. A Nicobar pigeon, fancy pigeon. A hyacinth macaw. American flamingo. Boat-billed heron. An Inca tern. So, that's the Exotics 2022 calendar. Probably one of my favorites, mostly because it was all on the Z7 II and like the image quality is ridiculous on that camera. And next we have Man and Machine. We have some parachute troopers on here from the Golden Knights. This was from 2019 in Cleveland. We have the Snowbirds. That was the Westmoreland County Air Show. This biplane, this dude was nuts. Like, it was the coolest thing ever. He could just hover in place vertically in one spot. Shockwave, tri-engine jet truck. This was from the Beaver Raceway. I think it's called Pitt Raceway now in Wampum. Also at the Wampum racetrack, this is 2018, I believe. An F-35A Lightning II. Got the Blue Angels doing their pass, slow pass. Tractor pulls over at Hookstown. This was on the D500. That was pretty cool. I believe also in the D500. Kayaker down to Slippery Rock Creek in McConnell's Mills. We have an A-10. An E-2 Hawkeye. Keeps surveillance over the whole Navy fleet. And another neat one down at the Pitt Raceway. I thought that was pretty neat. It reminded me of like a Tron effect. For those that like Tron. So that was Man and Machine 2022. Now the third and last calendar option for next year. We have what I call Backcountry. This is a pretty neat little overlook we found north of Scranton, near Mount Pisgah State Park, but I don't think that was the park. I think this was like a different overlook. That was pretty cool. You can see quite a ways. And for January, we have Big Run Creek at Jennings Environmental Center. I think this was on 400TX on the, I think it was the Nikon F100. Tundra Swans, that was on the Z7 II. That was out at Moraine. I think it was February or March, but they were sitting there hanging out on the lake ice during their migration route. The old 422 road that goes into Lake Arthur, turned into a boat launch. I think that was 2016. I think this was a D3400. Got a muskrat. Half of his face got bitten off. I'm assuming maybe from another muskrat or a hawk or something. This was on the D3400 from my D3400 camera review video. That was pretty fun. That was a green heron hanging out as we paddled by in the kayak. Got Grindstone Falls. That was at McConnell's Mills. It's kind of a waterfall most people don't go to see because it's kind of off the beaten path. If you're interested in finding this, leave a comment down below and I'll give you the best directions I can with parking locations and stuff. We have an osprey carrying an American shad. He ate the front of it off and then started flying away with it. This is on the D3400 as well. Up in Crawford County, a family-owned pond with the reflections of summer. It was a perfect day for this. Overcast, rained a lot, water was pretty high. It was gorgeous. We have an elk over in towards Benazet, sitting in his little mud bath. I think this was on the Z7 too. No, my bad. It's D500. Sugar Bay over the Kinzu Reservoir. This was on a DJI Phantom 2, maybe. My good buddy Rusty Shackelford let me use his drone and get a couple pictures up there. We have Lake Arthur again. This was a 6-minute exposure on the Z7 II with some storm clouds blowing in over top of the lake. And lastly, we have a purple finch eating some possible winter berries over at Brush Creek Park in Beaver County. I think that was on a D500 as well. Those are the 3 options for 2022. If you're interested in purchasing a calendar, I can have it shipped to your house. I accept PayPal and Venmo. They're $30 each. I cover the shipping to your house. Don't worry about that bit. I understand they're a little pricey, but you get 12 to 13 8x10s you can cut out, frame, do what you want with later on, or just don't even use the calendar. Just use the pictures for framing or for on your desk, whatever you need. But I'll probably be taking orders until mid-December, so you got a month and a half to send me an email to ask. I'll put my contact information down below. Then we can converse back and forth about payment and shipping. And also, if you would rather support the channel but you're not interested in buying a calendar or print, I have my shirt merchandise from Man's Woodland Perspective. I'll put the link down below in the video description for that as well. I believe a hoodie is about $35 to $40. You have long sleeve, short sleeve t-shirts and women's fitted as well in multiple different colors with the logo. I like orange. Lets me be seen in the woods whenever everyone's out there hunting. Shows up real well, nice and fluorescent. But yeah, I appreciate everyone supporting the channel, giving the likes, the subscribes, comments down below, sharing it around. Even if you don't support monetarily, watching the video and giving it a thumbs up, I really appreciate that. It means the world to me. And happy shooting. Get out there. Enjoy the fall colors as they come out. See ya.